Hi, my name is Alexandra Bodnarchuk, and I am a Carpatho-Rusyn American dance artist. I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, although I currently reside in Minneapolis, Minnesota, on the lands of the Dakota and Anishinaabe. A little bit about me: I was, like I said, born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I grew up studying Western and Eastern European dance styles and folk traditions. I have a BFA in Dance Performance and Choreography from Ohio University and a BA in French. After college, I went back to Pittsburgh and worked in the area, guesting, teaching, and making work. I premiered a half evening and evening length work while I lived in Pittsburgh, in addition to several smaller works that were presented in Pittsburgh and in New York City. In 2016, I moved to Minneapolis, Minnesota, where, like I said, I still reside. I dance for Black Label Movement. I make my own work. This year, I am a Jerome Fellowship Finalist and a 2021 Ann and Weston Hicks Choreography Fellow at Jacob's Pillow, which I'm very excited about. The film that you're about to see, Heritage Sites, is a film that was actually in the works prior to COVID. It was created in collaboration with a dancer named Mirabai Miller during a small residency program that we had at the Center for Performing Arts here in Minneapolis. It was created as a solo, and I had the idea that I wanted to move it into a larger work, and I debated about whether that should be on the stage or move it into film, and I decided to move it into film kind of right before the pandemic happened, and then the pandemic started, and I was very lucky that the way we were planning to shoot the film wasn't actually compromised by the COVID restrictions that we had to follow at the time. So we shot this in July of 2020 and had a lot of discussions with the artists and the tech crew about what would make them safe and feel comfortable while they were on an offset, and everyone was very excited to pursue the film because for many people it was their first job in 5-6 months, and that was a really rewarding experience to be a part of and to facilitate. The piece itself, as I said, was created as a solo, and so taking that from a solo work and translating it onto 7 bodies allowed the piece to morph and grow in a way that I was very excited in, and allowed each artist to show their individuality and their own experience through the movement, as much as they were, in creating a vision that I had. I really tried to work with them to grow it into something that really still felt personal. So a lot of I make work about women's experiences, especially as it relates to the body. I call my work body identity work because it is shaped by gender, race, sexuality, systems of oppression, and I recognize an eating disorder as a symptom of these powers. So a lot of my work is centered on that, and so is Heritage Sites. So the title comes from just revisiting places that hold memory in relation to my body. So it is different for every dancer. It was different for Mirabai when we created it, but we initially started talking about the bathroom as a place that holds a lot of memory and body memory. As other examples could be aisles of a grocery store, or a park, or you name it. Whatever is coming to mind for you is probably holds a lot of history for yourself. So that's where the title came from, and that's sort of the ambiguous space that I envisioned the dancers being in. It is initially rooted in an experience in the bathtub, although it does translate outside of it. So it's not exclusively tied to one location, but it is tied to all of the locations that we all mine, and all of the locations that hold history for each one of us.